Hello! I'm slightly early, about 4 seconds early. That's okay. It's Magic Monday. It's the 5th of December, 2022. This day will only ever happen once. What do you think of that? Today will only ever happen once. Oh! Never again. This minute won't happen again. We're in it right now. Have versions of it. Not this one. This one's special. It's happening right now. So pay attention, folks. I've got something to share with you. Something pretty cool today. I think it's pretty cool anyway. You'll be the judge of that. Sarah McGough's here. She's meant to be writing a newsletter for Team 17 right now. I should tell you what, let's just do this for a second. Hang on. Boom. Just to let you know, I probably should do a big announcement with this at another time, but I'll let you know right now. Sarah's just starting to work with us full time now, which is brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. She's helped me out with a couple of projects. Now she's on a proper contract. She's very, very much part of the team. We're helping her to think of a brilliant new job title. Can't be anything cheesy and it can't be anything boring. It has to be that wonderful thing just in between. But Sarah's very much a part of Team Heppel. Yay! Right, here we go. Let's see where we're going. People are here. People are tuning in, saying hello. Colchester's in. Dave Rogers is here from Womborne. It's always nice to know. KC's here in Chinna. Fiona's here. Salutations from Salford. That's very nice. Thank you. And here's Lorraine. Hi, Michael. Happy Monday. Hi, Lorraine. Happy Monday to you. Suzanne's here from Kent, and Ian Pilbeam somewhere in the northeast on a choo-choo. But that's not northeast England, but that's northeast Italy. Hi everyone, Matt's here in the land of smiles in Thailand. Well done, Sarah. Yeah, she's brilliant. Matt, I'm working on it. I really am. I am working on it. Anyway, Liz is here in Lucca. Sue's here from Somerset. Right, make sure you do something to make someone else smile today. That's going to be it. That's what I'm going to do, Casey. That's the job today. Make sure that you smile. But should we start off with this first? Should we do the button? Let's do it. Here we go. I'm not doing the big mouth thing today.
It's the start of the week. Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live.
Magic Monday Live. And the theme today is Levelwhelm. Levelwhelm. Have you ever heard of Levelwhelm? Perhaps not. It's just a new word that I've just made up. It's called Levelwhelm. And we all know about overwhelm. And we know about underwhelm. Today we're talking about Levelwhelm. So overwhelm's the big one, isn't it? That's the thing that happens to us. It happens to us frequently. We take on too much. It's that time of the year. We've already had a look at our diaries between now and Christmas Day. It's crazy. It's bonkers. The amount of stuff that needs to be done. It would be easy to be overwhelmed. But have you ever thought about it like this? Every year is the same. And you always manage, don't you? We just manage. We just get through. Because overwhelm is something that we create ourselves. It's a feeling that we create ourselves. And my challenge to you is to look at your feelings and to create some different feelings. And I've got some ideas to share with you in a moment on how you can do that. I don't just put it out there and say you should do it. I'm going to give you the tools to help as well. Underwhelm's the other one. Now, underwhelm's interesting. That's more of an external thing. We look at somebody else and they underwhelm you. Overwhelm, it's that way. Underwhelm, that way. Does that make sense? I think so. And underwhelm is when you were expecting something to be a certain way and then it just doesn't happen. What can we do about that? Well, I reckon if we get the overwhelm reduced and the underwhelm increased. That would make sense. We end up with a thing here called Levelwhelm. You can tell I'm working this one out as I go along a little bit. I do have notes. I've got all sorts of notes just here. Actually, on London Business Forum paper today, I've lost the key for my the pencil for my electronic Remarkable. It's gone. It's somewhere. It'll be here somewhere, I know. But at the moment, I've misplaced it. That's probably a better way to say it. Misplaced it. And I don't want to buy a new one until I've found this one. Because I want to find this one, not until. Stick with the script, Michael. Stick with the script. So here's a few things that we can do to find the magic of Levelwhelm. So number one, overwhelm. You've got it. We feel it. What do? Simple. You do one thing. Just one thing. The secret of tackling overwhelm is just to do one thing and get that one thing over the line. And here's the tip. Find something simple to get over the line. Don't pick the most complicated, biggest thing to get over the line. Just choose one thing. And when you've done that one thing, do the next thing. And so on, and so on, and so on. I'm writing a book at the moment. I'm pleased that Matt's watching because Matt's going to be doing the typesetting and getting it published ready for me. And I'm about a week and a half behind. Sorry, Matt. But it's okay. And I looked at it at the weekend and I did a lot of work on it at the weekend. And I thought we was going to get more done. But I wanted to watch the football last night. I thought, you know what? I could easily sit here and just work on this, or I could take a break and watch the football. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish one part, and my reward is going to be watching the football. And suddenly, this whole, 39,000 words or whatever that I'm up to went just down to 200 words that I needed to finish. Do one thing. Next. This is wonderful. If you are suffering from, is that the right word? Yeah, if you are experiencing, probably, underwhelm with something, lower your expectations. Lower your expectations. It's too easy to have high expectations and then to be underwhelmed with something when it doesn't happen the way that you want it to. So my challenge to you is to lower your expectations. Lower your expectations of people so they can thrill you more often. Remember the 1 minute manager. Catch people doing something right. Isn't that great advice? Catch people doing something right. Underwhelm. If you're underwhelmed with something, lower your expectations of the thing that's underwhelming you. There will be somebody in the world who would love to have what you are currently being underwhelmed by. Relationship, a meal, a movie, whatever it might be. It was a bit underwhelming, wasn't it? Well, why? Because our expectations are up there. That's why. Lower your expectation, you get levelwhelmed. Hopefully you get levelwhelmed. I'm going to see if I can introduce this phrase, levelwhelm, into the... that was a big van went past there. Don't see vehicles very often where I live, so seeing a big van go past, that was a bit of a surprise. The next thing is just remember no one cares. And nobody explains this better than my wonderful friend Patrick Kilby when I interviewed him for Team 17, and he said this.
Fantastic. A life lesson that stuck with you?
No one cares. This is a really, really important lesson, and you can stop the clock, and we got to get into this because you and I have known each other for a while, and one of the things that when we first met was I thought that people cared as much as I cared about me, and whenever you actually, it's a very, very liberating thing that I would be slightly paralyzed, and I was a procrastinator. And so self-doubt and procrastination are not really good bedfellows. And you were very, forthright about it and just said, you got to do it. You got to do it. And it made me feel uncomfortable. It was back to that stuff that we talked about right at the start. And the minute you do it, But the key thing about it is, and this set my mind completely free, is that the phone call that you don't want to make to someone, the approach that you don't want to make, or what will they think? Here's the big secret in life.
Isn't that great? No one cares. No one cares. It's all right. It's okay. You don't have to achieve everything. You don't have to do everything. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. No one cares. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Patrick Kilty, for that brilliant advice. If you haven't heard Patrick's new show on Radio 5 on a Saturday morning, it is excellent. I would highly recommend it. He's one of the brightest, kindest, nicest people that I know. Okay, next, laugh. We gotta laugh more. We gotta lighten up. Lighten up. News at the moment. So much bad news. If we dwell on that, overwhelm will come. Our expectations of what people should do or do for us are so high now that we get underwhelmed when people don't achieve what they say they're going to achieve. So overwhelm and underwhelm come together with our expectations of how life should be. But you know what you're in control of? This. You're in control of that all the time. Smiling, laughing, forcing laughs if necessary. Just lighten up a bit. Let's lighten up a little bit. And the last one I've got here is ask better questions. If you ask better questions, you get better answers. How can I make this? What would I do to? How can I? I've got a bunch of questions down there. Asking better questions usually helps us to get better results. Overwhelm? Don't want it. Underwhelm? Don't need it. Levelwhelm? Perfect. Let's see who's here. All right. Okay. So look at this. He said he was in the northeast on a choo-choo, and now later on, I think he is going to say that he's here. So we have where did we up to? Liz, Sue. Sue's in a Wintry, Somerset. Liz is in Looker. Liz in Looker. That sounds great, doesn't it? Witham's in the house. Must be Angie. Make sure you do something that makes somebody else smile today. That's what we've been having as the challenge. Let's keep going. Hi from Leamington Spa. Hi, Leamington Spa. Good to see you. I have a funny story about Leamington Spa. I'll not tell you it right now, but it is brilliant. Hi from Suffolk. There's Leslie. And Ruth's in the Highlands. Hi, Ruth in the Highlands. Congratulations, Sarah. Yes. Well, Lolland. It is England. I'll give you a wave. Ian, I can't believe you're going to the northeast of England and not letting me know. You could have hopped off. We could have had a catch up and a coffee somewhere. Okay, where are we now? Hello, Facebook user. Steve Kelly's here. Great to see you. Steve's doing some fantastic stuff, man. If you don't see Steve's session, if you are a member of How to Be Brilliant, have a look at Steve's session that he did on Sunday. He's brilliant. It's really, really great. Hello, Casey saying, not lost, currently in an unknown location. Good language, that. That is great use of language. Steve Scarlett's here in Hailsham. I said, well done to someone walking outside this morning, and she was so surprised. Or working outside. I said, well done to somebody working outside this morning, and she was so surprised. And I read that as walking outside. Well done. Look at you when you're walking. One leg in front of the other. Well done. Love this lesson from Patrick. I applied it when I couldn't go live as I planned in Team 17 last week. So on a Wednesday, every Wednesday at 18:17 on a Wednesday night, we do a session called 18:17, and a member of the group goes live and they do a presentation. And Ian brilliantly said, I'm going to do mine. And then he had no Wi-Fi and couldn't get Wi-Fi anywhere. And you know what? It would have been one of those things you could have easily had a panic on about it. But not easy. He just went, yeah, it's fine. I'll record something. I'll do it later. He did another session later and it was good. Good reminder. That's Patrick, isn't it? Hi all. Here's Karen. Hello, Karen. I felt like I was asking quite a few questions at the new part-time gig, but then I thought about how many new processes I was able to do without glitches and felt more positive. Perfect. Fiona, ask better questions. Yes, I'm on it. Oh, please tell your Leamington story. It's Margaret. Oh, Marguerite Ishwood here. If my name isn't shown, I can't tell you it right now. I'll tell you in Write That Book. It's a good Write That Book story. That's what I'll do. Good afternoon from a freezing Enfield. It's freezing everywhere, mate. I guess that must be Nick Finney. Can I tell the Leamington Spa story sometime? I know it well. Not this. You don't know the story well. I've never told the story. I have never told the story. Let me just give you a phrase from this story, okay? This is so bizarre. I can't believe I'm going to share it. This is the phrase from the story, and one day I will tell it. I might tell it just before Christmas or something like that. Rip his knickers off. Steve's advent calendar is brilliant. So this is Steve is doing an advent calendar. He has a group called Start. Or he's writing a book called Start, and he has a group called Start, and he's a web page called Start. And Steve, if you want to put in the link, I'm very happy for you to put the link into here for people to join your advent calendar and have a little look at the content. Great ideas every single day. Stuff that makes you better. I'm doing the 17th. I will remember, Steve. Don't worry. If you haven't got it by the 12th, give me a prod, and I'll make sure I've definitely recorded something for you. You're not lost, but going on a creative journey. Nice, Sue. Hello from my loft in London. Keeping warm with a hula hoop while watching. Brilliant. Here's Rachel. Hi, it's Rachel Wilbur-Carrick here. Just joined. A bit late, but just in time for a lemon story. It's a Leamington Spa story. Rachel's just written a brilliant book, which is, where have I put it? Oh, here we go. This book, Happy Silver People, How to Make Life Happier as You Grow Older. And she's done a stream on Team 17 about us happy silver people who are getting a bit older. It is so good. It is so brilliant what she's sharing. The book's superb. I mean, look at this. 4 words by Harry Redknapp. National treasure. How good's that? This doesn't get any better, does it? So good. What a hoop. Rip his knickers off. All right. Margaret is pronounced Margaret. Okay, Margaret. Is that right? I hope so. I think it's important to work hard at pronouncing people's names correctly. And yet I could be better at it. And there's Rachel saying, oh, how exciting to see my book on your shelf. Your book is now in my hand. Out of the shelf and in my hand. Great, great book, everybody. Really, really good. And Steve's just saying, here we go. My pleasure. starttoget.com/advent-calendar-2022. All right, folks. I hope that you have found something from this session today about Levelwhelm. I'm going to work on this a bit harder during the week, and I'm going to write a newsletter on it on Thursday. My Thursday newsletter that goes out. I'm going to write about Levelwhelm. See if I've thought it through a little bit more. But you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Be brilliant. Bye.